Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new guide. And this was a highly requested guide. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This one's going to be all about Arcana, how to get it, what does it do, how can it benefit you and your account and your DPS, because that's what this whole channel is about, baby. We're just trying to do some damage. All right, let's jump into it. So, Arcana, how do you get it? Transcendence dungeons. Perfect. You go to these dungeons. You're going to start at level 1. Once you get an S rank, you're going to go to 2. Getting an S rank, you just got to clear it fast, baby. You got to do some damage, all right? Once you get to +3, you can then start getting green Arcana cards. Once you get to +6, you can start getting blue Arcana cards, and so on and so forth. Every 3, you can start to upgrade these cards. Nobody's running +9s, realistically speaking. It's really hard to get this. I would say that 2800 gear score is minimum, and then you have to have a static group, but there are some people that can pug it, but most people are stopping around level 6 right now. So there are 2 dungeons, and they do give you different cards, so you have to run both of these, and I'll show you really quick on just a minute on what these do. So Arcana cards, you definitely want to start looting around level 3. I wouldn't loot the first or the second one. That's me personally. You can if you just want a little bit of extra gear to it, but realistically, level 3 is where you'd start because that's where you start getting green cards. Now, if I open up my Arcana board, it's the hotkey Alt-V. If I go to my equip menu, essentially these are all of my types of Arcana cards that I can use. So your Grail and your Parchment will be your active skills, essentially the skills that are on your bar that you're using actively. And then these 3 here will be your passive skills. So the reason why I say you shouldn't loot until you get to level 3 is because you're going to use that energy on white cards that nobody really wants, right? These give you one passive skill slash active skill. They're not going to give you a ton of extra damage or anything like that. They're not going to give you a ton of gear score. Neither are greens, but I think that green is a safe bet to where you can start to like really creep that gear score up and creep that damage up. So if you look here, this green card has 3 active skills on it. So it has Hellfire, Bitter Cold Wind, and Ice Chain. This is how you get your level 16 skills. I cannot stress that enough. Once you max out your divination board and then your actual skill itself, once it's max level, you're going to be stuck at level 14. So it's either through your gear or these here that you're going to get those plus 16 skills. So why are plus 16 so important? It is just the last passive, so you can unlock pretty much most people's strongest ability in the game in terms of their skill itself. Now, some of them are useless. I'm not going to say all of them are useful, but for most people, a lot of their 16 passive on their ability, and what I mean by that is if you press K and you go to your actual skill, this one resets Blaze. As you can see, I already have my Ice Chain plus 16. This is going to be a 5% chance to inflict frost for 2 seconds on landing. Really insane for extra damage because this will reset my frost burst. So insane, like absolutely disgusting. So how do I get 3 stats and like let's say this green card has 2 stats, right? So as you can see, this is +0, this one's +1. So you can actually enhance by using these cards here. You can get them through doing the dungeon, but most of them will come through, honestly, the seasonal rewards. You just go to the seasonal tab, and then once you start clearing these dungeons, you can start claiming these rewards. You can go to Go Now, and then go to your Transcendencies. You can see that all of these cards, you can start running, right? So they'll give you a bunch of free upgrade cards to then upgrade your actual cards themselves to +1, +2, +3. Now, this +1, say if I +2 this card, it will then add another one. So if I enhance this, it will then add another effect. So essentially, I could add any. So this will take, I think, 6. Yeah, so from +1 to +2, this will take 6. It will then upgrade again and then give me another random active skill. So after +3, so if I were to get this to +3, I would be at a max of 5 active skills. If I were to +4 this, it would take one of those active 5 skills and then give it a +2 modifier, so 2 levels. So eventually, you will have all of these cards insanely upgraded to the point where you will get your level 20 skill, which will give you a disgusting amount of damage and so much more active and passive skills that you can play with. Kind of opens up a lot of that build diversity. So, but yes, 2 active skills, 3 passives, and you can do these however you want, but these Arcana buffs are a thing. So if you look down here, these have set effects. So the gold ones will be essentially damage, and the blue ones will essentially be defensives. So this will give me 60 PV attack, and then this will be immediately recover 15 MP when 20 MP is below 20%. So you get set effects, you get active skills, you get passive skills, but not only do you get all that, but you also get passive Pantheon points, which is absolutely insane, by the way. So if you look and what are Pantheon points? Essentially, if you press P, there's this kind of ring outside of your skills. This can give you combat speed, and give you crit, and give you flat damage. It can give you defensive stats. However you want to look at it. Essentially, if you look at these Arcana cards, they will all have equip effects with specific stats on them to give you better, well, stats. Now, what I said earlier about people running this at +9, they're essentially just really, really giga geared people that are paying to win, or they played since day one and they've been really smart and they're running with like specific groups. If you cannot run this dungeon, you obviously cannot get a gold card. But there is a way that you can get gold cards as a free-to-play player that's kind of taking the game slow. If you go to the Arcana tab and you go to the Transmute section, you can actually create your own gold card, and it is guaranteed, absolutely 100%. And it gives you your main effect. So say I'm going for combat speed, so I will craft this one after 5 of these mysterious crystals. How do we get mysterious crystals? So if you go to the extract, you're going to be running a lot of these dungeons. So the way that you do this is that once you use those useless cards, you can extract them for these mysterious crystals. I would say each run probably gives you 10 to 15%, maybe 20 if you get some decent green cards. If you're running at +6s and you have blue cards that you won't use, you'll get more. But once you get 5, you can actually just make your guaranteed gold card, which is amazing. Like, it's so, so, so good. So do not sleep on this. And now people are always asking me how you push past 2K gear score. This is definitely it. Like, maxing out your Arcana cards is absolutely disgusting. Like, even at green cards, if I take these off, I'm currently at 2223 gear score, so 2223. If I take off one of these cards, I go from 2223 to 2182. That is almost 40 gear score, right? That is literally 20. That is 41 gear score that I just lost by taking off a singular card, by the way. One card. Imagine if this was blue at +3, right? It is an insane amount of damage, an insane amount of gear score, an insane amount of everything. This, in my personal opinion, is the most broken thing in the game that nobody is talking about. So please, please, please run your Transcendence dungeons, get this shit done, and be Giga OP. You'll get your +16 skills. You're going to up your damage. You're going to up your gear score. All of it's going to just kind of fall in place, and the game is going to feel so much better when you have these cards. So please, please, please run your Transcendence dungeons. Get this done. Go out. Do some more damage. But that is all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy this, leave a like and a subscribe. And now, if you guys did not know this, I am starting to stream on Twitch. I do not have a set schedule yet, so if you guys want to come and chill out with me, I'm always going to be around. I will stream on YouTube and Twitch, twitch.tv/VilesBDO, and then just this channel here for streaming. But if you guys did enjoy this, leave a comment and a like down below. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.